Welcome to battle number 2 of week number 10 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2. This battle is going to be pitting Edgar's team, which is Moondrinkers, versus Fingered Witch's team, which is Nightwishiwashi. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available in this battle are Mega Houndoom and Mega Altaria, respectively. Additionally, we have some Z Pokemon. There is Garchomp with Z Any Privilege, Braviary with Z Attack Privilege, and then we have Mew with Z Any Privilege and Electros with Z Attack Privilege. So both teams have their Mega Pokemon and Z Pokemon all ready to go. We might see some Z moves today, and we'll definitely see both Megas, or at least one Mega. But both teams do have access to their Mega. This battle is looking like it's going to be very fiery, literally, as there are 3 fire Pokemon in this battle. We do have that Sun Core for Edgar, as well as Mega Houndoom. 2 very strong hitting fire types. Incineroar going to benefit from that Sun, perhaps, which will be interesting to see how that happens. Looks like there's not a lot of water types. Golduck is present, but Sun is going to be pretty prevalent, and fire type in general. Lots of Pokemon have fire type coverage moves too, so the name of the game will be probably resisting fire. The fire types on Edgar's team look like they could do pretty well depending on how this battle goes. Nidoking, of course, looking very good for Fingered Witch, having a wide variety of coverage moves. The only thing that Nidoking is going to want is not to be outsped, especially by Garchomp, for example. So that's something that Fingered Witch is going to have to be careful of when utilizing Nidoking, especially considering that Edgar's team seems to be pretty fast this time around compared to Fingered Witch's team, which is a mix of fast and slow Pokemon. And then, of course, we have Ditto, who can copy some boosted Pokemon and then go for a sweep, especially if it's holding a Choice Scarf. It will have to be careful of what it chooses to copy and how, considering that, for example, if it copies regular Garchomp, an Earthquake might not be effective if Braviary is not down yet. Little things like that. So definitely going to be an interesting one. Let's see how this all works out, and we're good to go. In terms of leads, I'm thinking Excelgor could be a lead, or Garchomp for Edgar. For Fingered Witch, maybe Electros or Mew. Those are going to be my 2 guesses for leads. I definitely think Fingered Witch is going to want to save Incineroar and Ditto for later, especially considering that they have used Incineroar in the late game quite a bit. Edgar has led with Garchomp and Excelgor before, I believe. Braviary could also be another contender, firing off a strong U-turn and then pivoting into something more beneficial. And we do have Sun Eater the Excelgor versus Peaches the Mew. Already Excelgor is at a good type advantage here, but Mew is rather bulky. Will a Bug Buzz be enough to take it down? It looks like Excelgor actually goes for the Yawn, and Mew goes for a Flamethrower, taking Excelgor down to 23%. Sun Eater the Excelgor not going to want to take another Flamethrower. Peaches switches out, though, into Incineroar, and Strawberries is here. Spikes are now set up on the field, and Incineroar is free to go for a Fire move if it so desires, or a different type of move, depending if it wants to predict the switch-in. Not sure if Edgar is going to simply allow Excelgor to go down, or if he's going to switch into something else. Nothing really wants to take a hit from Incineroar, especially if it's a Darkest Lariat. That'll hit anything hard, so maybe Edgar will just let Excelgor go down. It does seem like Fingered Witch might be having a fruit theme this time around. Fingered Witch being famous in this league for having unified name themes. There was different pasta types, there was Greek gods, etc. Inside jokes. that we've developed through the years, which was a really fun one. So, fruits this time around. Edgar goes more for my kind of naming convention, where I pick one name for the Pokemon and then keep it constant throughout the league, as if it's the same Pokemon battling each time. Aesthetically, I really like those ribbons flowing from Excelgor. Like, it creates a really nice profile. What a question. Will Edgar switch Excelgor out or allow something to come in and take the possible Darkest Lariat or Fire-type move? It could be possible that Edgar will let in a Fire-type of his own, but I don't know if he wants Ninetales to be boosting up Incineroar's Fire-type moves at this moment. It looks like Sun Eater's going to go for a Yawn. Strawberries goes for the Earthquake, predicting that Fire-type switch-in. But Sun Eater's going to go down to the Earthquake, even though it's resisted. And it is a 5-6 score right now, with Incineroar being drowsy. I'm going to guess that Fingered Witch is going to want to switch out Strawberries, especially considering, one, it's drowsy, and two, Jesus the Golduck is out versus Incineroar. So, definitely... well, I'm not going to say definitely, but I'm going to say probably we'll see a switch in. Indeed, we do see the switch in to Pairs the Electros as Jesus sets up a Calm Mind. A Hydro Pump will hit pretty hard right now. I'm not sure if it'll take down Pairs, but it will do quite a bit of damage. I think that Fingered Witch has run Assault Vest Electros before. They have run Z Crystals as well, so I'm not sure what this variant is going to be. But if it is an Assault Vest, one Calm Mind, I don't know if it'll be enough for Electros to go down to a Hydro Pump. One thing Golduck does have is a pretty nice move pool. I do believe it has access to Psychic as well as Ice Beam, Surf or Hydro Pump, even Scald. But it looks like another Calm Mind actually is what Jesus is going to go for. And Pairs going for that Giga Drain, which is going to bring Jesus down to 71%. Jesus looking pretty dangerous now with those Calm Mind boosts. One thing to consider, however, is that Ditto is alive and well right now, meaning that Ditto can come in and steal those boosts if a different Pokemon goes down to that calm-minded up Golduck. And the Hydro Pump is going to take Pairs down to 22% as it pivots out with the Volt Switch. Jesus now at 25%, and Cream the Ditto comes in, copying those Calm Mind boosts. This is looking pretty scary for Edgar, considering Cream has 88% HP, and Jesus is only at 31%. And the Psychic is going to take down Jesus, and the score is now 4-6, with Cream being boosted by ×2 in the special attack and special defense. Jorge comes out because it's definitely going to need to hit on the physical side to take down this Golduck, and with a strong return or frustration or Brave Bird, that could definitely be possible. The question is, will Fingered Witch keep in the boosted Cream, or will they switch out Cream and try to copy a different Pokemon later? If Cream has a Choice Scarf attached, another Psychic could do massive damage. I'm not sure if it'll take down Jorge, but it would be interesting to see how much it does. It is also a possibility that Jorge itself might have a Choice Scarf attached. In this case, I do think Golduck would be the one to go first. Yeah, if they're both max speed, Golduck does slightly outspeed Braviary. And the Brave Bird brings down Cream to 4%, but Cream's going to go for that Psychic, bringing Jorge down to 8%. Both of the Pokemon in the red. Cream is at 4% HP, meaning that Spikes will kill it next time it comes in. So I think Fingered Witch probably just going to scrap Cream at this point. And indeed, Brave Bird takes down Cream, and Jorge is now at 7%. Score is 4-5. I'm guessing we'll see Electros come in. Indeed, we do. Electros at 22%. A Brave Bird will probably still take it down, but Jorge might go down in the process. But actually, Ninetales comes in, setting up that drought, and Pears is going to go for the Volt Switch, dealing about 39% to Soul. And in comes Nidoking. Blackberry's the Nidoking. And a Fire Blast does massive damage, bringing Nidoking down to the red, but an Earth Power is going to take down Soul the Ninetales. Lots of really close hits, bringing Pokemon down to the red, but Pokemon barely surviving. And Jorge, speaking about Pokemon down to the red, Jorge at 7% versus Blackberries at 7% as well. Again, the Spikes will take out Blackberries next time it switches in, so it's possible that Fingered Witch is just going to leave in Blackberries to go down. Actually, Altaria comes in, and Jorge is going to go for the Frustration, which does about 49% to Altaria, who can now Mega Evolve and will definitely live another Frustration with that increased defense. Indeed, it lives that Frustration, and Return is going to beat Jorge. Interesting how Frustration and Return were both used against each other. And Maurice comes out next versus Blueberries, the Mega Altaria. The score is 2-5. Maurice goes for the Dark Pulse, taking down Blueberries. Score is effectively 2-3, considering the Spikes are up, which will kill Nidoking. Electros is the next Pokemon to come in. Maurice probably going to go for the Dark Pulse. Yep, Dark Pulse is going to take down Pears the Electros. And Maurice, once again, takes some Solar Power damage. Blackberries sent out, but the Spikes are going to take it down. I think we'll probably see Incineroar come in next. Mew, actually. Interesting choice. Mew not going to want to take a Dark Pulse, but it doesn't take down Mew, who uses Volt Switch into Incineroar. That is a bulky Mew, probably an Assault Vest variant. Maurice is now brought down to 35%. The Fire Blast does big damage, but Strawberries does survive, using Earthquake to take down Maurice. And the last Pokemon to come out is Generog the Garchomp. An intense standoff. Earthquake takes down Strawberries, and Generog versus Mew is the last matchup of this battle. Peaches at 4%. Will Generog be able to take it down? It looks like the Z-move, Corkscrew Crash, takes down Peaches the Mew, and it is a 1-0 victory for Edgar over Fingered Witch. Moondrinkers over Nightwishiwashi. What a close match. A really great way to end off Week 10 for both of these trainers, both doing a phenomenal job. Really interesting, hard-hitting Pokemon. Lots of low HP results. Interesting strategies used by both trainers. Really exciting and very fun match. So thanks for tuning in, and tune in for some more Week 10 battles coming up. This is Noel from Sun and Friendly. See you then.